We are playing as Egypt. This is our second session playing as Egypt on a true start location map. And we are not going a wonder-heavy start because, first of all, wonders are a trap in general in Civ. And in particular, in this true start location, Egypt starts with very, very, very little production. It wasn't until we extended out 2 and 3 tiles over here and the third tile over here that we actually got a little bit of hammer going for our capital. I mean, other than that, we have 1 hammer in our capital tile because it's a city, plus 3 from our palace, and 1 from this plains over here, and that's it. Thebes, very, very low production city. We did sneak in the Hanging Gardens, which is great, and part of my plan. Also, while what we should be doing right now is spamming settlers nonstop, the chat really wanted me to try to build the Oracle, so we're building the Oracle. I think this is one of the reasons that the streams tend to go a lot more poorly than the YouTube videos, is because chat convinces me to go and do stuff like the Oracle. I mean, Oracle is a great wonder if you get it, and it's one of the wonders where you want to build it, not just capture it. But we really should be spamming out just settlers. We do have one on the way, which is great. Notice Morocco, though, is starting to settle in this direction, and we want to stop them from getting too many cities. There's a lot of great city locations we like to snag. I want to get Lake Victoria over here, for one, for sure. And, you know, I want to take all this territory for myself. So we'll see what happens. Chat is always right, says Trex. Yeah, alright. We'll see. And I mean, our production problems continue. Like, Suez has got, like, shit for production. We end up buying a tile and putting a mine on there, so we get a little bit more production. It does make a lot of faith, which is nice. Our score is good overall. We did sneak into one wonder. We do have the religion. We actually are spreading it over here. Because there's 22 civilizations, but still a cap on the number of religions, it means there's a good chance we will have a religious monopoly over here, which is going to be really good for us. We pick tithe. It's going to be great. Hasn't spread to Alexandria yet, but it's going to spread there very soon. I think we took the increased spread range as well. If it can make the hop across the Mediterranean to Rome, that would be particularly good. We're just doing a little bit of spotting over here, protect our worker. Overall, we're okay. Our army is entirely composed by 2 scout archers, well, scout composite bowmen at this point. And our scouting overall is a little bit low. We do want to sneak in some more scouts at some point, but again, I'm going to finish the Oracle, and then we're going to spam out some settlers so that we can actually get some living space going on over here. So our settler, I think our plan was to settle right here. We'll see. It's already got a move like programmed in, so we're just going to let it keep doing its thing here. You just rest there. That's going to be fine. Mr. Worker, who just finished the mine here to give Suez a little bit of production, can probably be automated at this point, although I might just go and send it to build the road to Alexandria. I know we don't need it once we get the harbors. It'll connect things up, but it might be nice to work on the front. I don't know. You know what? Let's just hook up some more sugar and then it'll be some money and we can trade and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Yes, more Lebensraum for Egypt. More living space for Egypt. Absolutely. This little bottleneck is going to be really interesting. I think it'll be nice if we can build a coastal city so we can attack Mecca by the sea. I mean, I guess you can build in Suez, but again, the production is just so shit. But we're going to concern ourselves mostly with the conquest of Africa, primarily. Of Egypt. This is all going to be Egypt. Rather than push that way, just because it'll be quite hard. And honestly, they're not really going to have a good way of doing it either. They can embark across the way, but it's slow. We should have lots of time to fight back, which is going to be a really nice thing. So, see. Yes, we do have a Hoi Foi video started, Tommy. I addressed that earlier. I'm going to be playing as Communist Brazil. So I have episodes started for that. They haven't been uploaded yet, but that is the next run. So, very excited to be doing that. So, yeah, I think this is what we sort of looked at. It can get a lot of stuff eventually. It does start with the deer within its tile, which is going to be great. So, I think I'm still happy with this location. If you guys want to look up what we should be calling this city, that would be very helpful. In terms of start, we do get the monument for free because of our tradition ideas, so that's nice. I think we're going to go straight into a granary, which is going to be particularly good here with the deer. It's going to be fantastic. We got 4 deer eventually we can reach. Granary does give you +1 food on the deer tiles, as well as just having the deer tiles in the first place, so that's going to be great. We're going to have to send a worker down there. That's the other thing. We only have 2 workers. I wanted to build some workers. I think Thebes, I was like, I'll build 2 workers, and then spam settlers, and people were like, Oracle! And I'm like, it hurts. We should have been in production focus. I don't know why we weren't. That's kind of odd. We should also fix the horses. Actually, that should be the priority for this worker, is to go and fix the horses so we get a little bit more production back in there. I think I queued up the Oracle at the end of the last episode, but I hadn't really, like, worked on actually tuning the city to be able to produce that as quickly as possible. So, I forgot that we hadn't done that at the end of the last episode. So that's too bad. It's conceivable we might have been able to squeeze that out in one turn less than we did because we spent one turn at lower production, but it's unlikely to make a big problem. Well, per turn deals are over. We can probably trade some things here. We don't have a duplicate of anything, but we do have a lot of happiness. I don't really care about your horses. I just mostly want more gold per turn. Would you do like 8 gold per turn for my citrus? We're not going to get another citrus, though. But we have happiness. Yeah, I want the gold. Okay, 7? I mean, I could trade for another luxury resource. But, well, the happiness did drop a little. We did make the new city. That's true. I forgot also, I've been playing the community balance patch so much that I'm used to luxury resources only giving you 1 happiness as opposed to 4. So I probably should have traded for another luxury. You should be okay. It's composite bowmen sitting in the forest here against just warrior units, or brutes, rather. That should be okay. 10 turns. Here we're building a workboat for the fish. We might get it to scout around a little bit first, too. Okay, we did get hit for a shocking amount of damage. I'm going to pull back to here, and you know what? I'm going to pull back to there. It'll be a lot safer. You can come here, and then you'll fail to shoot because it is on a hill. But that's going to be fine. So what's our city name? Khartoum? Best bet looks like Khartoum. Thank you very much, guys. Khartoum. The city name I know mostly from playing Pandemic, because that's like the board game, because that's one of the cities that exists in there. War Martin, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the party. We're buying our pagodas. Excellent. More faith, more happy. Shouldn't Alexandria be called Benghazi? Yeah, there's a little bit of back and forth for there, but, you know, Alexandria is such a great historic city name, you know, with the lighthouse and the library and all that stuff. Portugal! Hey! Sup? Would you care for an embassy? 001 embassy proposed. And how about some sugar? Oh, you have no money for return. Let's get back to you when you're making some cash again. Is that Portugal? It is. Okay. So they're going to be... There it is. Right across the way from Marrakesh. Excellent. Hopefully there'll be some nice conflict there. So we will fail to kill it this way, but it'll probably be so weak. Attacking across the river in the forest, it's not going to be able to attack me over there, so I'm going to be okay with that. You repair rate that thing. You get a promotion. We're going to give you the rough promotion upgrade. And we are... Move up here, shoot you, and... Oh, actually get lucky and kill you. Statistically, they were supposed to stay alive with a little bit more. That does not make up for every time I try to kill someone and it gets left with 1 hit point. Game. Don't even think for a second that makes it okay. Da 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 da. Bah. Do 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 do. Great Wall's been built. That's fine. We don't want the Great Wall. I was worried that it was going to be the Oracle. If we... Oh, theology. Medieval era. I'm going to check the religion screen, or the tech screen here. Oracle comes from philosophy, 241. Of the civs we know, as far as I can tell, assuming I was reading this right before, this might only mean 1 civ we know is philosophy, which is a good sign overall. That the AI maybe hasn't been prioritizing it or something of that nature. I'll scooch up to here, shoot you. You're pretty weak, but I think that's going to be okay. We're going to move here. You should be safe. And then we'll be able to bop that out of existence. So you're going to do that. How much money do I have? I have enough money for a worker. Nice. I could have done that a couple of turns ago. All right, you want my sugar. You're making some money now. You were at 0 before. How'd you get to 18? You must have traded some stuff away on your side. 8 is going to be a no. 7. 7's good for me. Again, we could have traded for a happiness resource, but we're okay right now. And we can do some really good stuff with money. In fact, it's only going to take us a few more turns to be able to buy another worker, which is going to be really good. You're going to finally repair over here. Have I ever played the Faerun map/mod? No! Ooh. For Civ 5? That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm not going to bop you quite yet. And the iron here is hooked up in Alexandria, which is giving us good production finally over here. So it's going to start building things at a reasonable rate. That's very exciting. I mean, I could buy a tile here, but I think what I'm going to do is just go and build a mine on that hill so it's a little bit better. You've done producing that. We're 5 turns away from the Oracle. You're going to get to the deer, my dear. We never hooked up the incense, so we should do that for a happiness resource. Oh, I don't like this Oracle building business. Guys. giving me the fits. Are you going to build the Petra? No. I don't know if that's a troll or a serious thing. It's probably a serious question. But no. First of all, it has been built, and we had no intention of ever building it whatsoever. For reasons I have explained many times. But in particular, it would also have been very hard for us to build it over here. Alright, pop that, get some gold, not enough for another worker, but that's okay. You're going to go and build a mine on there for the production. You are going to camp that out. We're going to have to send a guy over here to keep an eye on that worker at some point as well, because there could be some more barbarians coming out of the fog of war over there. Amphitheater, I think is still a great idea to get a little bit of culture pressure over here, fill this out, push out that way as well. Plus culture is good. Yeah, we don't really need the other things. We need to get more of the national wonders built up here. You build that. A Heckman says, relax, Quill. I foresee great things from the Oracle. That, you know, very punny. I like that. We could upgrade this dude. And we probably should. Especially since he's received a promotion at this point. And there's going to be a lot of barbarian fighting down there. You want some sugar. Alright. Let's do it. Should be a bit more military. You have plenty of money. Yeah, but that would mean not building other things. And we're not currently threatened by anything, which is quite important. All right, if we're not being threatened, then every military unit we build is not another, say, worker or settler. We will need it soon, but the only place we have, well, we're not touching any borders here yet. I mean, if we look at the demographics, my soldier count is literally, well, not literally at the bottom, because there should be 22 civs in total. It's possible only 21 spawn because of reasons. But there should be 22, in which case we're not literally at the bottom, which I feel is a little hard to believe. But you never know. All right, you're just going to get bombarded, so you got to run away. Otherwise, you'll never actually get a chance to heal up. So we'll do that. 2 turns away from the Oracle. If we get it, it's really nice. +1 free policy is great, although... Oh, hey, Greek! Embassy, you're at -5 gold. Interesting, there's both a Greece and a Rome up there. Alright, we'd seen the borders ages ago. We just hadn't actually discovered them, despite the fact that we were touching. So, battle over the Mediterranean is actually going to be quite interesting. We'll definitely need a navy. One turn to the Oracles! Oh, man. Demands truffles. You've expanded to the elephants, which is great. We have just enough money for another worker, which I will get down here. So we can hook up the salt, which will be nice. Also, we definitely need a road from Thebes to Khartoum. No. Galley Wars. You should buy that atoll to the east of Thebes. Oh, you're right. Now, how much money will I need for that? 114 more, so it's 115. So we'll have to wait a few turns. He's being a bit of a jerk face. We didn't even know each other when I settled there. That being said, I don't think I'm planning on settling up on that north coast for a little while, so I'm going to say I'm going to refrain from settling near you. I mean, where else could I possibly settle that's near you? I'm going to drop a city here and he's going to get pissed. Because AI, gonna AI. Yeah, grabbing that would be nice. In fact, I probably should... There's our Oracle! Oh, I probably should have done that before getting that extra worker, because if we lose it now, I'm going to be a little upset. So we actually have to choose what's going to be next over here, which is kind of interesting. We're wide open. Obviously, rationalism would have been best, but we're nowhere close to being there yet. I think we talked about going down piety, because we do have our religion set up, and that would be quite interesting. I don't think we need the extra movement over here. Coastal cities, not all our cities are going to be coastal. Commerce is quite nice for land-based trade routes, but we're not all going to be there. This also reduces the maintenance on roads and railroads by half, which is stupendously powerful. Stupendously powerful. But I think people had really wanted to see more religious play last time, so we were going to go piety over here. Take that as our free policy. And actually, did that literally just line up with the same turn that we got a normal policy as well? It did, which is kind of awesome. This is all purchases of religious units and buildings with faith, which isn't going to happen for a little while. So I think most of what we want is the +1 faith from shrines and temples for now. So, what are you going to choose? Well, we don't need to rush our workers yet, but I do need to get the settlers going on at this point. So, please, 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 queue me 2 settlers. If I do switch you to production focus, yeah, you will squeeze out an extra settler, a second settler a turn sooner. You're going to hook up that salt. You are going to just stick around right over there for now. Babysit things, make sure Khartoum, we got no approaches. You're just healing, which is nice. Okay. Culture victory this time? That actually could happen, because you have to remember that while early game wonders in general, I do say, are traps, and Egypt here was in particular bad location to build them because of low production, we still have the plus 20% bonus to building wonders, which means once we hit the mid to late game, we can start spamming out all those wonders pretty aggressively and possibly doing something really, really excellent. I would like to work my way over to one of these hills. Although if I go here, I was going to say there's a limited amount of people who can see me, so that should be pretty safe. We've hooked that up for some extra happiness. Excellent. Probably what I should do is build the road to Khartoum at this point, especially since I'm going to want to send more settlers, I don't know, all over the place here. We'll see. Workboat is done. I'm going to use them to just pop... Whoa, run away! Oh, shit. Alright, well, it's actually good to know that there's stuff there. We might want to start building a galley right away over here. Amphitheater to push out more culture over here would also be very nice. Granary, I mean, is always good, but we don't have anything that will benefit from this directly. Lighthouse, good. Oh, let's go ahead and get our pagoda up and running ASAP. Shrines, walls, library, probably library, actually. Just make sure we don't fall behind on tech. One of the other problems with the Rome game is because we had to rush out so much freaking military, we didn't get our tech up quite and running as much as we'd like. No, I refuse. So the atoll still hasn't gone. Again, we need 115, so we're not quite going to be there. Pointiest sticks, 1,800. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Fishing boat survives. Hooray. We're still going to need some military over here, otherwise our stuff's going to get pillaged like crazy. And yeah, I think from here I was going to start building the road to the south. And I think that's still okay. You got the deer set up. Good. I'm not going to buy another tile here. Do I want to chop down some of the woods for farms? Usually I do that. Plus it'll give us the production boost over here. So I think what we'll do is just cross over there and chop it down. I mean, we get lumber mills and stuff later on. Actually, Khartoum's going to have lots of food. Khartoum's going to have tons of food with the deer. Maybe I'll leave the forest up for production. Oh, tons of food. Once the granary finishes, yes. I think I might cut down one forest for a farm. Yeah, I think I like that. Alright, you finished that. You're going to go and hook up the elephant, and you're going to go and stand on the elephant to make sure nothing bad comes that way. So one more turn, we'll be able to buy this. Yeah, because it's a good little tile. Hexapyramids is our religion. Yep, hexapyramidism. You want some sugar. I will trade it for 7 gold per turn. Ooh, 6. Alright, 6 will do. All the money we're making has been fantastic because it's accelerating a lot of things. Because have we even built a worker? We may have built one. Because we stole one from Jerusalem. And actually, I think we might have bought all of our other workers, which is quite good. Oh yeah, let's go and buy that. Because yeah, it is a decent little tile. Plus, it helps us get a little bit more control over this area over here. So why not? You're going to go here. You're going to build a camp. Yeah, and we do have the lumber mills unlocked, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. One farm. So the city can grow just a scooch faster. You know what? Actually, you don't need to guard the elephants directly then. Or maybe you do. Shit. I think you'll be okay from one attack, but it's not like we can actually escape over here. Alright, that's not bad. Move the archer up in that direction. Can't just rush out a unit. And if I'm going to build anything over here, it's going to be ships. And he'll be fine one more turn here, but it sucks that we couldn't fortify or heal. Settler 1 coming through. Oh, I should get in position to guard wherever that's going to be. Probably I'm going to settle down here with the crazy amounts of elephants and deer. Again, you get lots of food. Do warriors not upgrade to spearmen? Am I getting confused with the community balance patch? You upgrade to swordsman. Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Because we have all of this iron. I mean, there's some iron. No, we have this. Oh, do we not have ironworking unlocked? Okay, you know what? Let's do this. I know it hurts a little bit, but deal with it. Yeah, I kind of like this spot right here. Let's use the preview function here. If I do this, technically, show me the goddamn preview. I don't know why it's so funny sometimes. There we go. It overlaps 4 tiles technically with Khartoum, but that's fine, I think. Doesn't get the sheep, but it gets a lot of other things. Doesn't get the silver. I mean, I could also land on the elephants themselves. Which gets the silver and things. Or even, well, I'm not going to go there. I like being on the river. I could go in between the river. Actually, that seems better. That just seems better. Okay, that's what we're doing. I'm still a little bit worried about what's going to happen over here. I'm going to pull back the worker just in case. Although, okay, that way. Although then watch the freaking boat show up. Luckily, this turn I will heal and get the fortification bonus. And of course, the barbarian units never heal. He might just be going for a pillage. Which would be annoying, but at least keeps our unit alive. Settle 1 tile northeast of the easternmost elephant. So you're saying settle here. Which gets us the silver, which is nice. Oh, excellent. I can actually... Alright, let's do this way to be safe then. That's fine. And you can go back onto the elephants. Yeah, that's certainly an idea. So you're going to that spot, which is going to be fine. And since we have done that, we'll do that. And I still have to leave a unit around here for some barbarian dealing with, because I've got some workers, but we're okay. Grand Redone, it's going to be a fantastic building for this area. Really fantastic. I do like the culture pressure of the early amphitheater, but I think just making sure we've got our tech up as soon as possible is still the way to go. Careless Rex, thank you very much for the sub, and Rim Pendragon, thank you very much for the resub. 14 months, yeah. I should seize the Red Sea. Yeah, well. The mecha's already in there. So, and grabbing control over the rest of it doesn't matter as much. So I think we're fine. How much is our money? Not enough money to just quick buy anything. I mean, I could buy some tiles, but I don't think that helps. I could get more control over here, but that's not that helpful. I could get Khartoum to grab some more key tiles right now, but I think we're going to hold up. We might buy units. We might buy buildings. Or we might We might rush buy some key tiles a little bit later. We just got a tip from Italian Mobster 98. Thank you very much. Cheers to the whiskey. Any plans on Let's Play with the new RimWorld Alpha? Alpha 15, very excited to be playing it. Probably, I think we might alternate between RimWorld and Prison Architect. So maybe after Prison Architect finishes, but we will see exactly how that works out. Our salt is online, lovely. I think what I'm going to do from here is I'm actually going to help out in the road construction a little bit. I assume you're building where I told you to build, but we're going to do it that way. It's quite a long road because we're setting our cities very far apart. You can go back to constructing the camp. And you are going to come here. There we go. It would be bad if we ran into too many horsemen on the open plains over here. That would be actually considerably dangerous. May purchase with faith. Oh, yeah, there's a pagoda. Where? Oh, Khartoum, probably. And I'm going to do it this way so it happens a little faster. There we go. Excellent. So we're getting a fair amount of culture from that. Happiness is still fantastic. We're in a golden age right now, which is good. Have you ever seen my people so happy? They're all high on sugar. Now, I don't think we have a duplicate of anything we can trade away. No. So nothing we can sell for money. All right, I think we're good. Khartoum will probably keep growing to the salt, and we'll be able to sell a second salt. Machu Picchu done. It's fine. One thing that we're going to start considering, so the Colossus has already been built. One thing we're going to start considering is beelining to certain wonders in the mid-game now. I mean, I still think we do education. It would be nice to grab Notre Dame, but I don't think it's really part of our plan. Education for the tech, so we can get to more wonders. Probably machinery next, because crossbows are really good. Ironworks can help us build wonders. Hopefully by then we'll have designated a city to be our prime wonder-building city. Because again, our capital is a little bit weak sauce for that. And then make some runs for things like maybe the Porcelain Tower, for example. Obviously need rationalism for that, but we're going to want it at some point. We've got one city that can build an observatory. Oh, no! That's right, I didn't build adjacent to the mountains. So, that's interesting. Alright, bop again. It's not sugar quill, it's sugar... Oh, you're implying it's some other white powder. I see. I see. Oh, am I skipping metal casting? Yeah, hold on. I still want to do the education, but yeah, we need the metal casting. I mean, the Forge Workshop, very important, and you need it. So, alright. Something like that. Okay. So you're still good. You got to stay here and just guard the area where our settler's going to move into. Need a new faith buy purchase, but I don't suppose... Ooh, yeah, you got 4 followers in my religion. What about Rome? You've got a little bit of pressure to it. We could accelerate things. It's tempting to consider. I mean, we don't have the faith right now, but I could faith buy a missionary from here and send it out to Rome to get the religious pressure into Europe as quickly as possible. Plus, we make more money from tithes. Good amount of money stored up right now. Again, not feeling like I need to rush to buy the marble or anything like that. We may rush by a building in our new city over here. In particular, this city will not get a free monument. So we might... Whoops. We might want to consider doing something like that. So you'll be there this turn. That's good. Look at all the spices. Lovely, lovely spice. Worker or settler done. And then I think Egypt will go back to building a few more things like watermill to increase our production. We do want to get our burial tombs up and running for more faith, more happy. I mean, we're good on happiness. And then we do want to spam out a lot more settlers, but Thebes needs some stuff at some point. But yeah, I want a lot more settlers. It'd be nice to grab some of this area over here before Morocco moves in, but the problem is they are lower food areas. Well, maybe up here, maybe even like rushing right to here. Sort of close down the north coast a little bit. I don't remember if we promised Rome that we wouldn't settle near them or not. I still really like this spot, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You guys are going to have to give me a name for this city. And... do we rush by something over here? You know what? If I'm going to rush by anything over here, it's going to be another worker. And then I want the monument to push out the borders to start off with. So that's going to be fine. I don't need to leave the archer actually in here, so I'm going to move forward a little bit with you. So another settler. I think we go for Lake Vicky, and I think we squeeze in right here. That way we'll get to work Victoria right away for lots of food. Triple elephants. It's adjacent to a hill and a river. Yep, and the river. Yeah, and there's a freaking fish in the lake over here, which is just ridiculous. So let me move you down here, and actually I'm going to take this archer and move him back over here to guard that general area.